Welcome back. So as many make their way home for the holidays, some homeless people around Durban will not be celebrating the festive season. They've remained on the street either begging for money or in shelters trying to get a warm meal. Newzroom Afrika's Silethiwe Ndlovu has more on that story.
A number of homeless people in the city of Durban have decided to ignore the road leading home, despite it being the festive season, a time traditionally spent with family.
Most homeless people in Durban are from rural parts of KZN, so they haven't got the money to go home. But also people might be embarrassed to go home. They came to Durban looking for work, they didn't find work, they've ended up on the streets. So it can be a bit shameful to go home empty-handed and to be a burden on the family.
Besides that, there's other issues, like you don't want to go home empty-handed. It's the embarrassment, coming back, crawling home on your knees basically.
The decision to stay unseen has also been reiterated by another homeless person who says she scouted the streets for 3 weeks before making the final decision to leave all she's ever known behind.
I definitely won't be making my way home because that's where I felt I was hurt the most. Emotionally and physically, I just didn't recognize myself as well. I do not feel any form of love where I come from, not in the way that makes me whole.
Volunteers have now had to step in and play the role of family members to these homeless people by not only providing a helping hand, but also calling on other volunteers to assist.
It's really important, I think, just to think of who are your neighbors, who are the people in your community who maybe aren't as lucky as you are.
Despite feelings of not wanting to return home, some homeless people still ponder the possibility of it. As they say, the memory of their loved ones haunts them, especially during the festive season.
I have kids, I have kids, and you tend to think about what they might be going through, what they might be experiencing, the anxiety, it almost overshadows the stress of being on the street.
In spite of the fact that many have taken the decision to stay behind on the streets during the festive season, the prospect of some of these people taking a bus home is not far from their thoughts, as many still hope their families keep the door open. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Silethiwe Ndlovu in Durban.